Brace yourselves. This'll be a challenge.
Stay back! I'm going to cut this weed down to size! Boom boom! Keep within the law. Incinerate! Breath of the flame! Steady as stone. Motion to compel. Boom boom! Incinerate! Motion to compel. Boom boom! Motion to compel. Objection. Boom boom! I must leave no stone unturned. Got something for ya. This is a new one.
Inadmissible evidence!
Motion to compel.
Incinerate! What in the world was that thing? What?
Is everyone alright?
We're fine. But can you please I take it this monster is whom I have...
Correct. As you might have guessed, this is a
But can what?
Not typically. But perhaps the dragon's blood seeped into...
How could that happen?
This mountain is home to the remains of Durin, the venomous dragon. If Durin was an artificially created life form, its In other words, this mountain we stand on is a...
The avalanche. It must have been the work...
Agreed. All the other troubles you faced on the way down could also have been...
Right, I forgot all about that.
It's not inconceivable.
But what was its purpose? Was it just trying to get rid of us?
I have a preliminary hypothesis on this. Whopper flowers are masters of mimicry. And though, in other words, the whopper flower likely has an instinct to replicate and replace. As a plant, it will disguise itself as another plant and infiltrate the group, hiding among them for cover. But when it disguises itself...
It wanted to replace you and...
Yes. Maybe it created the avalanche to get rid of us. I predicted this eventuality, so I availed myself of the avalanche. It was watching us the whole time. And when it saw that I had disappeared, its
Yes, that's exactly how whopper flowers...
So when it approached and attacked Joel, what was that? A trial run?
Perhaps. Or maybe it in...
We're fortunate to have discovered it in time.
Traveler, how could you tell the real me and my imposter apart?
I want to know too. I had no idea the other guy...
I see. It goes to show how difficult it is to impersonate a human.
Unbelievable. To think that Dragonspine creates such...
Anyway, at least we won in the end. It looks like my method did work after...
If you're referring to having fallen down the mountain and avoided injury... Well...
Huh?
Okay. We've been...
Yeah, let's go!
Woohoo! I'm back!
Cyrus doesn't seem to be here. He must have headed up the mountain. Let's wait for...
Amber,
Yep, all good now. Nothing to worry about.
I don't know what I'd do without you guys. If not for you, I really want to thank you all properly, but I can't think how...
Huh? You must be pretty used to being on the receiving end of people's...
Come on, don't put it like that. Sure, plenty of people have shown me kindness before, but that doesn't mean I will ever take it for granted. No matter how many times people help me out in life, I will never forget.
Well, instead of repaying those who helped you, perhaps you could help others yourself.
Yep, you're right. That's what I've always tried to do, and will always continue to Right. And when Cyrus gets back, I'll find some way to help him out too. This has been quite an eventful...
Yeah, it has. It's really hit me how tired I am.
I need to rest.
Yeah, I need to get some water and maybe a piece of fruit. Once I'm rested up.
Well, it looks like the curse of the mountaineers who couldn't get off the mountain is finally broken. Feels like an action-packed chapter has come to a close. Shall we?
Why not? Then, please, you sensed something too, didn't you?
Huh? Are you going back to your camp again? Paimon?
Good. Shall we set off right away? Sorry for bringing you back here once again. Some topics are best discussed in private.
Is this about the...
That's right. I have to say, Traveler, I'm very surprised you noticed the difference between me and the imposter. Yes. This mark. Perhaps it...
Ooh, sounds like the beginning...
Well, I can't deny that what I'm about to... So, what do you...
A tattoo? A crest?
No. Consider it a birthmark. Have you ever seen an intricate glass ornament and wondered how it was made? Well, one method for crafting with glass is a technique known... Glass blowing is not a widely known art in Teyvat. For this reason, glass were made in this... As the name implies, glass blowing involves blowing air into a hole, much like blowing up a balloon. This type of glassware is known for having a pontil mark at the point where the blowpipe was inserted, where the hole was sealed at the very end.
Sounds kind of amazing.
It is a wondrous and beautiful art form. Alice says that these marks are seen as proof of the maker's fine handiwork. The only flaw in an otherwise perfect my mark is something similar to this. The difference between synthetic and natural life lies the energy of a natural life form flows out from within. That's why flower buds bloom. Creating life artificially, on the other hand, involves, to a certain extent, the introduction of an external source of energy into the embryonic life form. The alchemical substance drips and spreads out in all directions, resulting in this rather ingenious diamond.
Wow! So
This mark is a sign of my artificial origins, and proof. I presume that the imposter intentionally avoided replicating this mark, so as... You are fundamental, just as Paimon said. The transcendent and miraculous are... People like to believe that those who are thoroughly different from themselves could only... Or, in other words, all of the unfathomable things we've seen recently would make good material for a novel. I have friends who write novels. If they wrote this...
making up stories is easy. Even Paimon can do that.
Oh. In that case, how about we can base our stories on the event?
Sounds great!
I understand. Creativity is something that cannot be rushed. We'll see whose story is more...
Deal! Okay, we'll regroup with the Adventurers Guild.
Sure. My story... Yes, I should have known. Master's failed specimen in the dragon's belly. This is where the story truly begins. If we switched places, if you were the survivor, then as the abandoned experiment, the failure of the primordial human project, I'd want to replace you too. I would replicate your appearance, study your alchemy, and create miraculous life forms to divert your attention. I would wait for the right moment, then dispose of you in the Traveler, the sole person to have known your secret. And then, I could finally experience the joy of being brought into the world.
Guess what? Paimon's story is finished!